Hey everyone, it's Brie. I'm back with another scrapbook process video for the Simple Stories design team, and I'm super excited to share this layout with y'all today. I am going to be using the new Hard Eyes collection, and I'm just quickly showing you all the contents in this collection. Unfortunately, I ran out of time to do my unboxing video, so I thought I would just do like a really simple preview of the embellishments and then of course the pattern papers. So that's all I'm doing right here is just going through the A sides of the pattern papers, and then I'm going to flip them over and show y'all the B sides. But this collection is so gorgeous. Obviously it's geared towards Valentine's Day, and it was fun to I love scrapbooking Christmas, but I've been scrapbooking it for maybe a month and a half, so it was fun to change it up and use like a different color palette and get back into like the pinks and the aquas and the mints, and this collection is so pretty, and I love that they have hot pink in it. It makes me so happy. So I'm using the, it's called Oh My Hearts stencil from the collection, and I'm just pushing some light modeling paste through it. I believe my paste is Liquitex, and it's just super light and fluffy and dries very quickly, so that's what I'm using. I did prep my background with some white gesso because I do intend on coloring up these hearts. I love these kinds of stencils where there are a ton of smaller hearts or like stars or circles. I just love the texture that it gives on my page, and then I also love to color the paste up. It just really makes me happy. So unfortunately my screen has frozen, so I can't see what I'm doing, so hopefully it catches up. There we go. So I have added some Shimmers Paints sprays from my stash, and in coordinating colors, so I'm just spraying and blending, taking my paintbrush to get the colors moving. But you can see all of the texture from those hearts just really come through as soon as I add the color. So I have my magnets down. I didn't want my paper to I didn't want it to warp too much because I knew that I wanted to add some pattern paper on top of my background. There are so many gorgeous patterns in this collection, so I wanted to make sure that I got those added on as well. So I'm adding in a little bit of blue. I have like a light pink, a hot pink, an orange, like a really pretty green, and then some of the blue. All of the colors match this collection, and it was a lot of fun to create this background. So super simple. It was all dry, and then now I'm going to work on the rest of my page. So I pulled out the kissing booth and then the 4x6 elements 12x12 paper, and I had an idea of, like I said before, or maybe I said it in my first voiceover, this is my second time, my photo that you see on my desk is a landscape shape, or like landscape orientation, and I wanted like my layout to go from left to right, but I actually ended up having like a diagonal kind of, so that's why I tore into these papers at an angle so I could have pattern on the bottom left and then the top right. So I chose the ticket paper and then this fun black and white stripe. So I've got those adhered down. I distressed the edges and ruffled them up. And then now I'm going to map my photo using a few of the patterns from the 6x8 paper pad. So I've got some pink, I've got this blueprint, and I am going to tear at the bottom just to add some extra like texture and not, just to break it up a little bit. I love matting my photos with different patterns. I just like the color behind it. So I wanted to make sure I had all of the colors from my page behind my photo. So that's kind of where I'm going to put it. I did decide to add a few chipboard frames underneath my photo, and that is something that you'll probably see, or you've seen on several of my layouts. I love layering chipboard frames, or like some of the other chipboard larger pieces from Simple Stories collections. I don't know, it's just, it adds so much so many layers and opportunities for me to tuck and layer additional embellishment pieces, or like thread, or just other embellishments. So I can't help, and I hope you guys aren't sick of me layering those chipboard frames, but I love it. I love to stagger them. I like to use like a vertical one and then like a landscape one, and like I did there. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun to me, and I love the look of it. So my title is going to be Heart Eyes, and I'm using it from the foam sticker sheet. And then I also pulled out a few bits and pieces off camera that I kind of knew that I wanted to use. And then now I'm going through the journal bit pack, seeing what other pieces I can tuck and layer. The journal bit pack to me is so useful because I love to tuck and layer in my embellishment clusters, and to me they add extra pops of colors to each of my clusters and help me build like my cluster from like bottom to top. I really wanted to add that flag, but I do add one that's similar, and I pull it off the decorative brad sheet. But you'll see that here in just a few minutes. All I'm doing is just tucking and layering like I usually do, popping things up on foam, making sure I have like specific color placement and coverage in all of my clusters, making sure I have like tiny texts and all kinds of stuff. This is just another favorite of the process, like a favorite step of the process. Sorry, I can't speak. So it's one that I really like to do. So I'm doing what I usually do, just adding some tangled thread into a few areas just for some extra color. And there is that cute little flag. I was trying to like figure out which spot I wanted it to go in. I didn't want to cover it too much because I did like that striped like stick that it's attached to, and I didn't want to hide it too much. So I'm just going to add a few decorative brads here and there, just tucking, making sure I've got like, color where it's needed. And I just love these. They're just so fun to add, especially like, even with enamel dots too. I love them both. They're kind of just like a really fun finishing touch. So there are these little like X's, or I think they're cross marks, and they're in black and white. So I added those in a few spots. They're just little small details that I thought would be fun. And then I'm adding a few hearts here and there, but I love this collection. Is so fun, and it's got a lot of fun elements to it, like the hearts, there's candies, there's florals, there's gummy bears, and it's just really, really fun. And even if you wanted to make some homemade Valentines, this collection is perfect. There's even like a whole sheet of tags with to and from all over the tags, so you could totally make some really cute Valentines using those tags. All right, so I think I'm just finishing up. I added one of those journal bits at the bottom. I felt like it was a little naked, and then I took the cardstock sticker sheet, and I'm going to add a few phrases from that as well. But I think that's it. Yeah, I do add some black acrylic paint spray just to kind of tie everything together. This collection does have pops of black, so I thought black would be perfect. And I am going to take the layout close to the camera so you could see all the layers, and make sure you stay tuned for the final photos. You'll see all the layers and all that texture and dimension from my mixed media background. But thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.